darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay! Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. And we're going to talk about the old POTUS and his three-ring circus last night. The President of the United States, Trump, made it into Congress. I watched it, folks. I couldn't make it to the end. I was just too damn tired. I had to get up too darn early. But, you know, I got the show that I expected. I did. I got the show that I expected, but not the one that I hoped for. Not the one that all of us hoped for. You know, we were hoping. I'll just go through the hope. This is what everyone wanted. They locked the doors. Trump says, you're all under arrest for being a bunch of Epstein pedophiles. And that didn't happen. He did try blowing a little bit of hot air into Pam Bondi, and didn't do me any good. Didn't convince me she's doing any good because, you know, in all truth, this was a State of the Union address for the president. And I understood it from from a political perspective, right? From a public relations perspective. He was telling America what has been done. How much better would it have been for him to tell America they've been arresting pedophiles, foreign agents, because that's what these guys that run that show are. And we're going to free America from control, bribery, extortion, and free children from the just incredible abuses that they're suffering from. How much better would that have been? But it really was a State of the Union address. A couple of highlights. One of my favorite parts was where Trump tried having me arrested, and how'd that work for you? Fucking hilarious. He had many good one-liners and set up jokes for them, and those were great. It was great Trump stuff, but it didn't drain the swamp. Not a single bit. Al Green, who's a noted moron for the Democrats, not the same Al Green, the musician, at least not that I can tell, you know, stood up and would not sit down. He was on his feet and would not obey. He kept jacking his jaw and running his big fat soup cooler. And I think that the Republicans were far too kind. I would have liked to have seen a little more fire, but they were cautioned. Then Al Green was warned. And then the Speaker of the House actually did something. He actually had the Sergeant at Arms remove Big Mouth, dumbass. And when I say big mouth and dumbass, I'm not exaggerating. This guy has a very large mouth. And they threw his ass out. Removed him. Some other highlights. Were the Democrats holding up little paddles, kind of like the ones you see at an auction that has your auction house number on it. If you've ever been to an auction, when you bid, you don't just raise your hand. Well, at a more sophisticated auction, they give you little paddles with like a number. The number indicates who you are. So they say, and there's a bid from number 53. Number 53 bids $1,000, right? And so they had these paddles that had words on it like fake and not true. And they had a couple of them had save veterans. I was like, oh, you guys are about saving the veterans, huh? It was stupid. They held them up in silent protest. They look stupid. And the first thing I thought is, The memes will be out today, and they'll be saying things like, I'm retarded. So once again, we'll be able to communicate what happened with memes and pictures and jokes, but nothing got drained out of the swamp. Trump did say that more is going to happen and more is coming, and be ready for it. It's going to be incredible. And of course, that's what the circus leader says. And I'm not making fun of Trump. I'm just saying this was a show. It was a show. It was a good show, if you like political grandstanding and sort of thing. But it started late. It went long. And no one was arrested. Folks, shit has hit the fan. I'll tell you what a proud moment for me was during the show. Right? Trump did not throw a bunch of accolades and compliments at Pete Hegseth. I thought some were deserved. He did talk about destroying diversity, equity, inclusion, and destroying woke and making those things illegal. He did a lot. He said a lot of great things. I don't want to take that away. He said a lot of really important, great things. But one of the proudest moments I felt, and I am not, folks, I'm not an Elon Musk fanboy. I don't own a fucking Tesla. Anything. I don't own a Tesla car, a charger, a solar panel, a battery. I don't own Tesla stock. I don't own Starlink. I don't have anything that's Tesla or Musk. But when he talked about what Doge has done, right, it made me proud that they found all that fucking fraud. What I wanted to hear was, next, we're going to arrest the people that did that. That would have been great. But he didn't. He didn't make any promises that were ridiculous or outlandish. He made promises that were in the line with, well, that's what he's been doing. And it's great. You know, I didn't hear the election system and fraud will be fixed. 100% paper ballots, hand counted, done by the end of the night. Didn't hear that. In any event, folks. In any event, it was a State of the Union address. The Democrats are absolute morons. Nancy Pelosi, on several occasions, looked like she was having a seizure. She was shaking. She was visibly shaking. And she looked psychologically traumatized. And I can't tell you how nice that was to see, that she wasn't smirking and being a nasty little person. Being nice, aren't I? Well, it's coming. There's more coming. I want to see the arrests. No more excuses. I don't want to hear, oh, it takes a while. No, it doesn't. I get it. It takes a couple of days. Yes. Weeks. Find your most egregious criminals. Your most egregious criminals. And you publicly arrest them. It's so simple. It's so fast. It's so clean. It is so believable. You tell the people, these are the charges. And there are many more people like them that will be arrested in the coming days. You know, and it would be a great publicity stunt for a lot of them to try and escape the country. It really would. It would be a great thing to watch. And it would really put the fear of God and justice into the minds and hearts of these evil bastards. But we didn't get that. So keep asking for it. Worked with Santa Claus, did it not? Keep asking, you get what you want at the end of the year. I don't want to wait till the end of the year. I want it now. Folks, I'll see you tonight. Chance favors the prepared mind. Semper Fi.